A boat traveled 2.5 miles in 2 hours. What is that? A rate. 27 miles in 2 hours. At this rate, oh, it tells me what it is. How many miles will the boat travel in a half hour? Now I need this to stay as a rate. How will I find half an hour? Yes. Divide by what? I like by 4. Why are you dividing by 4? Divide by 4 on top, divide by 4 on bottom. What's 2 divided by 4? Huh? 0.5. 1/2 of a what? No. Half of a what? Of an hour. Of course it's half of a whole, but what kind of whole are we talking about? Now what do I do with this 27? Tebow, 27 divided by 4. I know it's not going to be whole. 4 goes into 27 how many times? 6 times. Which answer starts with 6 and it's the only one? B. Okay, don't need to go any further. Yvette uses 6 grams of tea to make 24 fluid ounces of tea. Oh, she uses tea leaves. What is this? A rate. Good. 6 grams of leaves makes 24 ounces of tea. Last week, she made 288 ounces of tea. How many grams did she use? What do I have to do? Now what? Because this is a proportion. I'm finding an equal ratio. Now what? What other number did they give me? 288. So why would I divide by 4? If I divide either of these by 4, am I going to get 200 something? No, so division is not the correct answer. 288 where? Down where? 288 because it's the number of ounces of tea. I don't know what goes up here. What can I do to 6/24? Simplify it. Good. What's 6/24 reduced? 1/4. So now over here I've got 1/4. How do I get from 4 to 288? By how many times does 4 go into 28? 7. So how many times does it go into 8? 2. So what do I multiply by? 72. Good. And what's 72 times 1?
72.
Duh. Done. All I needed to do was simplify this fraction here. The price of a television was reduced from $250 to $200. By what percentage was the price of the television reduced? Ooh, I got 5 points extra credit if you can tell me how to find percentage change. Okay, no over O. No means new minus original over original. No, you don't. You should be able to know what no over O means. Okay, what's the difference between 250 and 200? 50. And what was the original price of that TV? 250. What can I cross out?
0.
Now I'm left with 5 over 25. What can I do? To what? Good. All right, next one. The price of a video game was reduced from 60 to 45. I got to do no over O again. What's the original? The original is 60, so that goes at the bottom. By what percentage was the price of the video game reduced? If it's reduced, it's going down. So it's going to be positive or negative? Ooh, I heard 2 answers. It's going to be negative. It's going down. What's the difference between 60 and 45?
15.
15 out of 60. Convert. Hey, stop.
David, stop.
15 out of 60. Reduce it.
1/4.
1/4. Good, Carson. Divided by 15. Divided by 15. 1/4 is what as a percent? 25. Okay. 19. Russell has a collection. You're not focused. Of 1,200 pennies. Of these pennies, 25% are dated before 1980. 35% are dated from 1980 to 2000, and the rest are dated after 2000. How many pennies in Russell's collection are dated after 2000? What do I have to do here? Add what? The what? The percents. 25 plus 35. Cool. 60% are between before 1980 and the 2000. I want to know about the ones after 2000. So now what? Is it 60%?
No.
So what's the other percent?
40.
What'd you do?
Added.
No, you didn't add. No, you did. Then you weren't given 40, so you can't add 60 and 40. You were given 100, which is a whole, minus 60. This is the percent that is after 2000. Now, how do I find what that is as pennies? You can multiply. Sure. What you gonna multiply? Huh? 1,200 by what? By 0.4. Good, because this is 40%. You converted this to a decimal. What's 4 times 12? 48. Add your zeros. How many decimal places do I need? 1 decimal place. What's my answer? Some doctors recommend that men drink 3 liters of water every day. There are approximately 29.6 milliliters in 1 fluid ounce. Which measurement is closest to the number of fluid ounces in 3 liters? Okay, I've got to turn milliliters into 3 liters. I don't know how many milliliters that is, but I know that 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. So this, to get from 1 to 1,000, what do I do? By what? 1,000. So 3 times 1,000 is 3,000. Okay, so this is 3,000 milliliters. If I am at 29.6 milliliters, that's in 1 ounce. I want to know about 3,000 milliliters and how many ounces that's going to be. Did I do that correctly? I think so. So, 3,000 divided by 29.6. What's 29.6 close to? 30. So let's say about 3,000 divided by 30. What can I cross out? The zeros. And then what's 300 divided by 3? How much? 100. So it's about 100. Which answer is about 100? B, because I need a little bit more since I have a little bit less than the 29.6. Chris bought 10.4 gallons of gasoline. There are approximately 3.8 liters in 1 gallon. Which measurement is closest to the number of liters of gasoline Chris bought? What two things do I have?
Liters and gallons.
Good. Liters and gallons. How many liters do they give me?
3.8 liters.
And how many gallons is that? No, it's not. It's 1 gallon. How many other gallons do they give me?
10.4.
How do I get from 1 to about 10.4?
Multiplication.
By
Divide.
10.4. So how do I get from 3.8 to my answer here?
Multiply by 10.4.
What answer is about 10 times about 3.8?
39.
Good. Have I had to do any real mathematics on paper in the last two problems? No, it's been mental. Nicholas is buying shirts for his baseball team. He will pay $9.50 for each shirt. What does that mean?
Multiplication.
Multiply by what?
9.5.
9.5 by what? X. Good. And plus a one-time fee of $22.50. Am I multiplying $22.50 by anything? Nope. So 9.5x plus $22.50. Which answer matches this? A is the only one. A store sells new video games for $55 each. What does that mean? 55x. Used video games sell for $12 each. Hold on. What does that mean? 12x. Okay, so we'll see which one we really need. Jacob is buying 3 new video games. So these are the new video games. So what do I have to do here? Good. 55 times 3. And X used video games. So I need the 12x because that's my used games. How do you know it's 165?
Before I multiply 55 by 3.
Or you could just look at the answers and only they say 165. And then 12x is the other part that you need to include. Equals y, or y equals 12x plus 165, or y equals 165 plus 12x. Either of these are correct. (24) Which equation best represents the relationship between x and y in the graph? Okay, this is where x is 0. So what am I adding or subtracting? What kind of 3 is this? Why do I hear talking? Positive 3. So somewhere I need to be adding 3 because this is where my y-axis crosses my line. Which answers have plus 3?
C.
A and C. So get rid of B and D. Okay. Now make a triangle. It is rise over.
Right.
Good. How many times are they running from here to here? 1. How many times are they rising? 3. Rise over run. What's my rise? 3. What's my run?
1.
What's 3 over 1?
3.
This is my rate of change. And it goes next to what letter?
A.
Not A. A is my answer. But it goes next to what letter? 3x. Good. 3x equals, or 3x plus 3. All right.